Now the question is, the plates of a parallel plate capacitor have an area A and are clamped in the laboratory as shown in the figure. The electric slab of mass m, this is a slab having mass m, length 12 and width is also 12, and it is released from rest with length L portion of it inside the capacitor. Now we need to neglect any effect of gravity, and you have to find that the slab will execute periodic motion and we need to find its time period. That means here we have a slab having dielectric constant K, mass m, L portion of it is inside the parallel plate and the plate is connected with a battery having potential difference V. So first we need to find the capacitance of this parallel plate capacitor. Half of it is air and half of it is dielectric material. Let us assume that X portion of the dielectric has also entered within the parallel plate. So length of this portion is L minus X and length of the remaining portion is L plus X. Width of the dielectric is also 2L, so area of the plates is 2L into 2L, that is 4L square, and this is two capacitors connected in parallel. C is equal to C1 plus C2. Now C1, for C1 we have epsilon naught into area 2L into L minus X by distance B plus capacitance of the dielectric portion, that is K epsilon naught 2L into L plus X by B. So total capacitance C is equal to 2L epsilon naught by B L minus X plus K into L plus X. Let us rearrange the terms. It is 2L epsilon naught B, if I take common L, into 1 plus K plus X into K minus 1. So this is the capacitance of the dielectric. Now we need to calculate the force acting on this dielectric due to the plates. So we know the magnitude of the force is du by dx, and if we differentiate, first we need to write the energy stored ddx of half CV square, as V is constant about the plate, so it is half V square dC by dx. So net force on the dielectric is F is equal to half V square into dC by dx comes out to be 2L epsilon naught by B into K minus 1. As we can see that the force is constant, so as long as the dielectric is inside the plates, force on it is constant. Now in the question it is said that the dielectric is released from a distance L. So initially its speed was 0, and when it moves inside because of the force it accelerates. When it completely enters it gains some speed, and then it starts moving out and experience force in opposite direction. So let us assume that the slab takes a time t to travel distance from L to 2L. So we can write the distance traveled L is equal to 0 plus half AT square, or T is equal to under root 2L by A, and A acceleration is nothing but force upon mass. So this is equal to under root 2Lm by f. Now if we put the value of f here, we can write 2Lm by f is v square L epsilon naught k minus 1 by b. So it is equal to under root 2L mb by v square L epsilon naught k minus 1. This L is cancelled. So t is the time to travel 1/4 of the distance. Now for the time period of the periodic motion of this dielectric is 4 times the time. 4t is equal to 4 into 2mb by v square epsilon naught into k minus 1. तो जो ऑसिलेशन का टाइम है, यहाँ पर जो पीरियडिक मोशन है, टू एंड फ्रो मोशन, the time taken is 4 times under root 2mb by v square into epsilon naught into k minus 1.